It's time to make those screen tapping fingers green. Hello everybody, it's Scott here, and we are playing through Terra Nil. It's available on PC, iOS, and Android, and it's part of the Netflix package. So if you have a subscription to Netflix, you'll be able to play this game included within that subscription. And it is a reverse city builder. So all those games that you've played before, like City Skylines and SimCity, well, once you've poured in your hours and made a sprawling metropolis, filled it with roads and motorways and towering buildings and grand works of architecture and all the amenities and all the zoning, when you leave the game, this is what happens afterwards. This is like a postscript to that. Humanity has destroyed the earth. This is Terra Nil, the title. The translation from Latin meaning no land, because there is no land. This is inhospitable land, and it is up to us to make it hospitable again. And we do that by adding greenery, such as this, and by adding water into rivers, such as this. And as we do, we start bringing color back to this once barren wasteland, and then we can start bringing in forests, bringing in wetlands, bringing in grasslands, and eventually bringing in wildlife. And then we leave and just let nature take over again, like it should do. So this is a honestly stunning game, zooming in all the beautiful details on all of the different machines that we have to use in order to rebuild this land. The soundtrack is this beautiful ambient, easy to listen to soundtrack. It's reactive and adaptive to what you're doing in the game, and as you start to add more life into the game, it becomes more and more expensive. Now, I would love to show you a full version of the thing. I'd love to show you the whole process from top to tail, but I was playing it before and I ended up spending about 30-40 minutes just playing through. Completely ran away from me, the time did. So I'm only going to be able to show you little snippets of what's happening right now. So the plan is to just fill up the green as much as we can. So in the top left here, this is our indicator to show, we are 36% of the way until we can unlock the next stage. Now, to add the green, we need power. So these little wind turbines, they are bringing power. And you can only put the wind turbines on rocks. And the green area shows you how far the reach of the power will be. So let's put one right in the corner here. Okay, so now we've got that area there. Next, we need these toxin scrubbers, because the land is completely barren. It's scorched earth. You can't build anything on this. But this will clear the ground and the topsoil of toxins and make it hospitable and able for things to grow again. So we'll place one here right on the edge, cover the maximum, and that's fertile earth now. And then if we add one maybe in the other corner, and so we just get maximum reach. There we go. Now what we need to keep an eye on is the fact, let's just place this one here, these cost 50 leaves. There is a limit. In the top left, I have 430 leaves left. We just have to make sure we don't deplete that amount, but we can reclaim it by adding this irrigator, and we can change the direction. So I think for maximum coverage, let's add it here. We don't want to miss any squares out, but I think if we bring it back, we can't bring it back any. If we place it, let's place it there. Yeah, I'm missing these squares. Let's place it here. And it will spray water onto the fertile ground, causing the grass to grow. We are a bit more closer to fulfilling the circle there, and we've gained more leaves. And that is the way we have to do it. So I'm going to try and get to 100% on this so that I can show you the next stage. But it's all about just making it nice and just looking lovely again. And that's what's so engaging about the game. Let's go into this other side here. Because it's so monochromatic and it's so brown and boring, just this horrible just dirt, when you start adding the greenery and you start bringing life back into it, it genuinely is such a scratch to the itch in your brain. You'll bring in something beautiful back to how it should be, and you feel like you're making a difference. In fact, the publishers of the game are donating 8% of all Steam profits to rebuilding environmental causes in South Africa, and also donating for trees to be replanted as well. So feel free to check that out on their official website. And we've got another space. Let's add another toxin scrubber over here. Because the irrigator sprays water so far, it can only spray it once. So we want to make sure it covers as much fertile earth as we can. Okay, I think that should be... Oh, let's pop one up here. Cover this base as well. There we go. So all the green is what's being filled up, and that should just cover this nicely. Beautiful. Now, don't worry about if you're playing this and you're like, oh, but I've missed a square here, missed a square here. It's totally fine, because as you start to go further into the game, you're able to unlock a cloud seeder. And if you add enough in the game, you're able to make it rain. Not with, dollar bills, but with actual old-fashioned precipitation. And when it starts to rain, you'll start to see these little squares of dirt that were missed start to fill with life and become verdant yet again. And it is such a beautiful sight to see. And I just want to see if we can get a good amount here. Yes, that's nice. Let's take you over to there. Okay, we are 73% of the way done. Let's add another one. If we make it go this way. And now we're 81% of the way done. Where can I get maximum effectiveness? Oh, we have run out of some power, but that's okay. We'll bring this over to here. And then we will add another toxin scrubber into this corner. Beautiful. And can we add one just above it to fill this area up as well? Yes. Now, you may think, oh, is this really saving the environment if we're adding all of these machines? Well, yes, because at the end game, as you're bringing in the wildlife, you send a little drone to dismantle all of the buildings, and you can't leave in your airship until you've collected all of the remnants and all traces that you were here to begin with. So it is recycling, and it is making it clean. There's nothing left behind. We are leaving it as we would like it to be left. We are 91%. Let's get to 100. There's this thing here, the calcifier. And if we place it next to a water source, it creates rocks. Draws the calcium out of the... I think that's the science behind it. It draws calcium out of the water source and turns it into rocks. And with that rock, we can add extra power. And we've got that there for some extra dirt. And I think 95%. Let us just add this here. And then bring this over to get maximum coverage. We are on 96%, only 4% to go, and I think if we just cover this area, this should do it. Surely this should do it. 99%, 100%, and we have completed the first part of the reclamation. Oh no, 99%. Oh no. My hubris got the better of me. Now we've done it. I do feel I've just wasted 50 leaves doing that, but that's okay, because now we're on 100%. We've completed the biomes. Oh, we haven't completed the biomes yet. No, my apologies. We've unlocked the biomes. So we've unlocked the biomes. And now this is the next stage. We can turn these parts of the land into wetlands. Just like that. We can add these beehives to trees. Let's zoom in a little bit so I can show you. And we tap that there, and this turns it into this lovely area where it's full of plants and full of wildlife. And then one extra thing, if we get this, which is well, you'll see what it's going to do in a second. So, place this here, and this shoots a beam of concentrated sunlight into the Fynbos area, just like this, creating a controlled fire which rips through all of the vegetation and destroys some buildings, as you've just seen there. But what happened? You may think, but this is going backwards. What's going on? Why would you do this? Because once you've burnt it, much like controlled fires in, Americas and Australia, the ash turns into very fertile earth, and we are able to plant this here and create verdant forests. And these are the 3 biomes that we have to make. You can see the top left, the progress of the wetlands, the Fynbos, and the forests. And this is just the way that we have to carry on doing it. But yes, I will be playing this for a long time now, so I'm just going to leave you here. And let us know what you think in the comments below. Is this a game you'd like to be playing for yourself? It is certainly a very unique take on the city building trope, but do you think it adds enough to be a complete standout, or is it just going to get lost in the weeds? But yes, anyway, my friends, luck and more to you all, and catch you next time.